Steve Jobs' strategies still work today because he understood something most businesses still fail to grasp. People don't just buy products, they buy experiences, emotions, and meaning. And if you look closely at the world's top brands in 2025, Apple, Tesla, Google, Nike, Amazon, you will see they are still using the same core principles Steve Jobs mastered decades ago, starting with his obsession with simplicity, because Jobs believed that simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, meaning that products should be so intuitive that users do not need manuals. And today every successful startup follows this exact rule by removing unnecessary features, simplifying user interfaces, and focusing on one core problem rather than trying to impress everyone with complexity. Another timeless strategy that still works today is Jobs' focus on obsession-level quality. Because while most companies rush to release products quickly, Jobs slowed down, tested relentlessly, and refused to compromise. And this mindset created products that felt premium, reliable, and emotionally satisfying, a standard that today's best tech brands still follow, proving that quality always wins long-term. Jobs also understood storytelling better than anyone, and this is why his keynotes became global events. Because instead of talking about processors, storage sizes, or technical jargon, he told stories about creativity, empowerment, and changing the world. And this storytelling-driven marketing approach is exactly what brands like Apple, Tesla, and Netflix still use today to build emotional connections with millions of people. Another strategy that remains relevant is his ability to focus deeply on the user experience rather than the product itself, because Jobs believed that technology should fade into the background while the user feels powerful, creative, and understood. And this user-first mindset is now the foundation of UX design, customer experience, and digital product development worldwide. Additionally, Steve Jobs' philosophy of merging technology with liberal arts, combining logic with creativity, engineering with design, and functionality with beauty still drives the most innovative companies today. Because in a world full of AI tools and advanced software, the real winners are the brands that make technology feel human, relatable, and emotionally meaningful. Jobs also mastered the art of long-term vision, which is why Apple created products years ahead of their time. And this long-term thinking is the same approach used today by leading entrepreneurs and investors who ignore short-term noise and focus on where the world is heading next. Finally, Jobs' biggest strategy was his refusal to settle for average. He hired the best, expected excellence, pushed for innovation, and believed that great work comes from passion, not pressure. And this culture of excellence is still the backbone of high-performance organizations around the world, proving that leadership based on inspiration, vision, and creativity outperforms leadership based on fear or micromanagement. So Steve Jobs' strategies still work today because they were never about gadgets, computers, or technology. They were about understanding human psychology, solving real problems, creating unforgettable experiences, and building products that feel magical. And these principles will continue to shape the future of business, creativity, and innovation for decades to come.